Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I've got a big story. It just came out and it's actually a two-part story, so stick with me to the end. I'm going to make this video as short as I can, but it has to do with inflation, the supply chain, and kidnapping. So this is very interesting, and I had to actually go to a couple different articles. We're going to go over them right now. Arrest warrant issued for Crystal Symphony cruise ship. All right, now you got to look at the narrative and see what's going on here. It says Miami, a cruise ship that was supposed to dock in Miami sailed to the Bahamas instead after a U.S. judge granted an order to seize the vessel as part of a lawsuit over unpaid fuel. Cruise trackers show Crystal Symphony currently docked in the Bahamian island of Bimini. Passengers told news outlets that they'll be taken by ferry to a South Florida port Sunday. It was unclear how many passengers were aboard, with one news outlet reporting 300 and another 700. According to the company website, the vessel can carry up to 848 passengers. All right, now that's one thing. We know the economy is in bad shape, guys, and I'm getting to the kidnapping part. But think about this. You are seeing an industry that's been completely ravaged ever since this whole ordeal started a couple years ago, with them being forced to shut down. I mean, every time they try and fire up cruises, they're forced with issues because of things spreading, if you know what I mean. But now you're seeing companies that are not paying their bills, okay? This is a great sign of what we've been warning about. Now, it doesn't mean everything's going to crash tomorrow, but it's a sign that there's pressure in these companies, all right? And remember, I told you travel and leisure will be the first one to show the signs of an impending recession or collapse, okay, in an economy. So now we're going to go over to this. This is the kidnapping part. Now think about this. Crystal Symphony changed course, kept passengers one more day. Can the cruise ships do this? Now some people are calling this kidnapping, which technically, oh, look at that, not a good sight. It is, because there are people with lives, there are people with businesses, things like that. And now this is keeping them an extra day. So let's go into this. Passengers aboard Crystal Cruises, Crystal Symphony, were held on board an extra day when the ship changed course after an arrest warrant was issued against the vessel due to unpaid fuel bills. On Saturday, the ship sailed to Bimini after bypassing its scheduled landing in Miami, where the ship may have been greeted by a U.S. Marshal. Now, so think about this. In order to avoid the U.S. law, they diverted to somewhere else. That is technically kidnapping. People were supposed to go home, and they didn't do that. Originally, the ship was scheduled to return to Miami on Saturday, ending a round-trip cruise that began on January 8th, according to the cruise mapper. Now, think about this, guys. Literally, they were supposed to go to finish their cruise, but so that they could sort of divert the U.S. government, they decided to change course. They kidnapped all these people, and these people have lives. They've got to get home. They only have so much time off, all of this stuff. I mean, this is a gnarly story. This is incredible. And remember, I don't know if many people understand this, why cruise ships are, their home ports are always outside the U.S. is because they want to skirt U.S. laws, U.S. taxes. They don't want to pay U.S. fees. They don't want to have to pay their employees what the U.S. says, hey, you should be paying your employees a normal wage, not forcing, all your people, your visitors, to tip them so that they can, survive. And the truth is, what blew me away when this whole thing started in 2020, the cruise industry begged for bailouts, and I am so grateful that our government did not do it, because here you're like, no, pound sand. You guys have not been paying into our tax system for so long, and now you want to bail out? Seriously, like pound sand. And this is a classic example of how cruise industries want to completely escape the U.S. government system, but yet they want to completely sap off of the tourism industry out of the United States. So right here, I'm going to finish off here. The passengers and some crew, except for a reduced crew who will continue to pilot the ship, disembarked in Bimini on Sunday. He said, Elo Pace told USA Today, Pace is a UK-based artist who worked aboard the Crystal Symphony, said, we are all safe on this ferry and have said goodbye to the ship. He said before the ferry departed for Fort Lauderdale, the cruise line's solution to carrying passengers to Florida after its divergence. This is a way, literally, that they tried to save their ship, or the U.S. government would have confiscated it. So since it's still in international waters, this is absolutely insane. So I want to bring you guys this story. Please share it, because this is the kind of stuff that people need to hear about so that they can make really good choices when making their next, what's it called? Vacation plans. I'm going to be honest with you. This company right here, Crystal Symphony, to me are complete dirt bags. Actually, I'm going to put that on the thumbnail, because they are. And the American people and all human beings, no matter where you're from, should vote with their dollars. Don't vote for a company. Don't go on a ship where a company's not paying its bills and then it's going to kidnap you and take you to another country, literally, to evade your ship being repoed. All right, guys, that being said, this is getting crazy. The Economic Ninja is out.